Now, description of labyrinth. There are two labyrinths. Each labyrinth is cuboidal in shape. It contains thin air-filled cells, that is ethmoidal air cells, which is situated between the orbital plate laterally and nasal plate medially. The ethmoidal sinuses are arranged in three groups. One is anterior ethmoidal sinus, next middle ethmoidal sinus, and next posterior ethmoidal sinus. That sinuses communicate with the meatus of the nose. Now, each labyrinth has four surfaces. One is superior surface or upper surface. This is the superior surface of each labyrinth. This superior surface joins with the broad medial margin of the orbital plate. Now, in this superior surface, there are two canals. One is anterior ethmoidal canal, another one is posterior ethmoidal canals. That two canals across transversely around the area of articulation for the passage of anterior and posterior ethmoidal vessels and nerves that enters the cranial cavity from the orbit. Lower surface of the labyrinth, it is represented by the lower margin of the orbital plate. It joins with the medial margin of the orbital surface of the body of the maxilla. And this is the anterior surface of each labyrinth. This surface joins with the lacrimal bone and frontal pores of maxilla on each side to complete anterior ethmoidal sinus on each side. Now come to the posterior surface. These are the posterior surface of each labyrinth. This surface joins with the upper vertical part of the sphenoidal concha and orbital process of the perpendicular plate of the palatine bone to complete posterior ethmoidal sinus. Now, there are two plates. One is orbital plate that is situated on the lateral side. It is a thin vertical plate. It forms the medial wall of the orbit, and this plate overlaps the posterior and middle ethmoidal air cells. And this is the medial plate or nasal plate. This nasal plate, it ends below. You see, it ends below as a curved plate on each side. This curved plate is known as middle nasal concha. You see, this middle nasal concha is convex medially and it has a lower margin. This is a lower margin. This lower margin of middle nasal concha, it is free in the intermediate part, but anterior part articulates with the conchal crest of the frontal pores of maxilla, and posterior part of the lower margin of the middle nasal concha, it articulates with the ethmoidal crest of the perpendicular plate of the palatine bone. Now, middle meatus of the labyrinth. It is a space which is situated lateral to the middle nasal concha. It is deeply concave. And it has some features. First, hook-like process. This is called uncinate process that is projected downwards and backwards, and it joins with the ethmoidal process of infranasal concha to complete anterior inferior boundary of the hiatus semilunaris. Next one, you see this rounded elevation. This is the rounded elevation. This is known as bulla ethmoidalis. It contains middle ethmoidal air cells. Middle ethmoidal air cells open into the bulla ethmoidalis, and it is projected into the lateral wall of the middle meatus. And you see just below the bulla ethmoidalis there is a fissure or interval. This fissure is situated between the uncinate process, which is situated below and in front, and bulla ethmoidalis, it is situated above and behind. This is called hiatus semilunaris, in which maxillary sinus opens. Now, a bony passage that is known as infundibulum. This is the bony passage. You see, this is the bony passage. You see my probe. This is the bony passage that is projected upwards and forwards from the anterior end of the hiatus semilunaris. This is the hiatus semilunaris. So this is the anterior end of the hiatus semilunaris. So one bony passage goes upwards and forwards, and it receives the opening of the anterior ethmoidal air cells, and its tip communicates with the frontal sinus through the frontonasal duct. Now, in the posterior part of the nasal surface or nasal plate, just above the middle nasal concha, so this is the area, there is an opening narrow groove. You see the opening narrow groove. This is called superior meatus of the nose, that is bounded by another cart plate. This is the cart plate. This is known as superior nasal concha. So in this superior meatus of the nose, there is an opening of the posterior ethmoidal sinus, sphenoidal sinus, and sometimes orbital sinus. Next, the area. This is the superior nasal concha. The area above the superior nasal concha, you see, and intervening between the ethmoid and body of the sphenoid, this area is known as sphenoethmoidal recess, into which sphenoidal sinus opens. Now come to the ossification of ethmoid bone. Ethmoid bone is ossified from three centers in cartilaginous nasal capsule, one each for labyrinth, another for the perpendicular plate. The center of each labyrinth appears during the 4th and 5th month of the infantile life, and the center for the perpendicular plate of the ethmoid appears during the first year. And this cripium plate, it partly ossifies from the labyrinth and partly ossifies from the perpendicular plate, and this crista galli appears during the 2nd year. The all parts of the bone unites to form a single ethmoid bone around 3 years of age.